your talent or your gift will be nothing, and it won't be anything special if you do nothing about your talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Darobng to the program. Boss, welcome to the show. Amazing.
Thank you.
Good to have you again. You remember the first seasons of KWS that we did.
Yes.
You and Nosawi on the show. And we have Daro again on the show to help us with a very important topic that we're going to be talking about today. Okay. Daro, we're going to be talking about talents and gifts.
Okay.
Right? How to make a success out of your life based on your talents and your gift. Let me start like this. Is everyone born with a talent and a gift? Because there are so many people talking about that right now, you know, even on social media, that everyone has a specific gift, blah, blah, blah. Some people still cannot recognize their gift. So is everyone born with a gift?
Okay, let me describe it this way. Maybe I'll start with demystifying the whole gift talent thing. Okay. First of all, I believe personally that there's something special about having a gifting, you know,
something
or a
special.
talent.
Okay.
It's special.
Okay.
But a talent is not necessarily something that, as it were, blows your mind. I like to look at talents and gifts as something, and I believe everyone has that something that they have the innate ability. Not my words, innate ability to do exceptionally well. Okay. If they do some things. Okay. So there's that thing in everyone. It might have to do with your physical ability. It might have to do with your mental ability. It might have to do with your upbringing. But there's just that something in every single person. Okay. There's that ability that can give him an edge. But it is what it is, you know.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and I don't know if I should go further. But let me hear your other questions, then I'll talk about.
Okay, the reason I'm asking this question is we've heard so much of that conversation. Like you just rightly mentioned, you said talent is not super
mystical.
It's not mystical.
Yeah.
Some people have some special abilities, you know, that they are born with.
Yeah.
But do you think it is overrated in our society right now? Do you think people place too much emphasis on talent and gifts?
That's a yes and a no answer for me. And the reason I'm saying yes and no is I have this personal belief about talents, and I usually say it like this: a talent is worth a dime and a nickel. It's worth a dime and a nickel. And the thing is, your talent or your gifts will be nothing, and it won't be anything special if you do nothing about your talent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the truth. We could, if we take a walk outside, if we take a walk outside now, and maybe we just take a focus on maybe the most common thing in Nigeria is like music.
Okay.
You know,
everybody wants to do music.
You'll be shocked what you can find outside. You'll be shocked, as in like, it will blow your mind what you hear people are able to do vocally. But they are here
on the streets. So a talent that is not being put into work is really not of benefit to anyone.
Let me use the word being refined.
Okay.
It's a talent that is not being refined, and it takes a number of things.
Amazing. The reason I'm asking if talent is overrated is taking you back to this. There was one of the mentoring sessions that I finished from, mentoring with Uyaro. They said you came to that meeting and then you kind of like destabilized what other people, the notion they had about talent and gifts. So that brings me to this question. Working hard and talent. I, for one, believe that some people are born with some special abilities that you cannot get when you work hard. For
Okay.
instance, a guy like Michael Jackson, yes, he had to work hard on his gifts and all of that, but there's a way he does stuff that is different from what every other musician does, and that's probably what sets him apart from every other person. So, talent and hard work. What do you have to say about that? Is it possible for someone that is hardworking to beat someone that has talent in a particular field?
And I'm not going to flinch when I say this.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Because this is the thing. Without sounding not modest.
Okay.
Without sounding not modest, I believe one of the reasons why I'm here talking now is because you personally believe that I am someone who has succeeded
Of course.
in his area of gifting, in his with his talent.
Yes.
She?
Yes.
Is that what I mean? Okay.
The major reason, one of the major reasons why you're here.
Okay, but a point came in my life where I had to slap myself back to reality.
Okay.
And this is the reality I slapped myself back to. It's true that I'm talented, and oh yes, I'm gifted. Shadrach,
Definitely, I know
how
that.
many things I can
that.
do.
I know
In fact, for the people that know me, they only know maybe they will only know 2 of the things I can do.
Definitely.
And there's so
I
much.
know-
In fact,
I know that.
I think in different circles, people know me for different things. Yeah. And the reason why it's like that is because there's some work that has gone into.
Those different things.
Yeah, there's some work that has gone into. You will not fold your arms and because talented people. Talented people make me laugh at times. I don't want to sound too harsh now because I'm this mass media. Maybe if we're having a one-on-one conversation, there are some things I'll say, but talented people make me laugh at times. Because I meet talented people like myself, and we have conversations about maybe work and different things, and it's amazing what some people. I met someone once, and we're trying to get a sense of, the guy is I think he's into 3D animation.
Okay.
And we're trying to get a sense of, how much it will cost, to try and bring his own dreams to life, and we're trying to say, okay, how much do you think we can possibly raise, to make this thing come to pass? And the guy gave us a figure. I don't even want to mention it here because I don't know how far this conversation will go.
Okay.
He gave us a figure that was mind-boggling. It was earth-shattering.
Wow.
And in my head, I was thinking, is this guy thinking at all? Because you are talented. This guy, his sketches, because that's what they were basically. They were just sketches.
Okay.
His sketches are on the level of DC Comics.
Wow.
As in, he's that good. Fantastic fellow. Fantastic fellow. So we're trying to see how can we get this thing out there? And he was giving us an outrageous figure. In my own quantification, because
Was it too high?
it was incredibly high. It was
But is it not possible that that's the value the person places on his gift and his talent?
my brother. It's interesting that you use that word value, because now a few sketches. We are talking about your sketches here, and what they could potentially be.
Okay.
How do you place? Maybe we should talk figures here so that you understand what.
Let's talk.
So we're talking about, at least you are into TV production. We're talking about, okay, what could it potentially cost to see how we can produce maybe like the first 13 episodes of your, this work, because we don't know what direction, we don't know how. And he said, and what we said was, let's see how much sweat equity we can put into this thing. But let's get people to commit sweat equity to it, because it will potentially sell it. Now, I'm not talking about the value of selling it, as in I'm talking about the money we could commit to making it happen.
To make it happen, to make the dream a reality.
Yeah, to bring it from sketches to animation. 13 episodes. And he said 50 million.
Wow. So how much is he now hoping to make from it?
See, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Who is going to commit 50 million to this person I'm talking about? You don't know him. If I even say his name now, you don't know him. Those sketches I'm talking about, as beautiful as they are, you've not seen them.
So it's almost like a case where people are building skyscrapers in the sky.
Yes. See, one thing, that you know, I don't know whether it's time for me to start talking about what it really takes
Yeah, go ahead.
to make your talent a success.
Oh, that's one of my questions. But we're not going to go into that.
Yeah,
yet.
so I think when I start
okay, let's
you-
go in this
yeah.
direction now. How can you identify your gifts and your talents? Let's take it from there before we go on to the more deeper questions.
Okay, I'm only going to try and answer questions from my own personal
Okay, it's fine.
life, as in what I have done.
Definitely.
I may not be 100% accurate, but it's my experience.
Okay.
I can only talk about my experience.
Definitely.
So I discovered my talents from the things that I naturally gravitated towards. The things that, you know, I found myself, you know, just easily moving
to some
towards
certain things.
Yeah, it's always in my consciousness. I'm always thinking about it. I care about it. You know, I told you some of the things I care about just now. So yeah, and it's in finding yourself in that space.
Okay.
Because the truth of the matter is, the journey of discovering what your talent is, it's a journey of some sort. I don't like to look at it as a destination.
Okay.
I may be wrong, but it's some kind of
It's a
a
continuous
journey. Yeah, it's some
process.
kind of a journey. You keep moving along a particular path till you find yourself in some kind of comfortable space. Because
wow.
truth be said, I feel I'm still on this journey. Of discovering what Daro is all about. And it's in that journey that I'm having all these manifestations that people are saying, oh.
In other words, yes, there are still more things that people are definitely still going to say about you.
Oh,
that
definitely. If by God's grace, if God permits me to be on this earth. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the money aspect of your talents and your gifts now. How can you, because a lot of struggles that people have these days is monetizing that gift that they have. You hear someone tell you they can't do anything for free, right? That's almost like a slogan for some people. So how can you, okay, let me ask like this. What is the right time to monetize your talent and your gifts and make a success out of it? Financially speaking now.
What is the right time
Yes.
to monetize?
And how do you do that?
Well, it's interesting what you're saying about people saying I can't do anything for free.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, let's take, because we're in this space. Photography, for example. Nobody might hire you as a photographer if you do not put out pictures, whether for yourself or it's a picture of a friend or something. Those pictures have to come out. Not everybody will have the opportunity to just talk about, you know, oh, the fact that I can do this thing, and everybody will believe you and want to commit money to just.
They must see what you have done.
Yeah, as in like, you must prove yourself in some certain way. So you might have to do. I did. In fact, oh God.
I know that story.
Yeah, I had to work for free. But you know, this is the funny thing about giving value. That's why I said it was interesting that I used that word. When you give value, you receive value.
Wow.
When you give value, you receive value. In fact, some people have started off monetizing their gifts without even making a conscious decision to do it. You know, some people just started doing something, giving value, and people would say, ah man, no, this thing, no, bro, stick. I'm impressed.
They are so impressed by.
They are so impressed by the value you have given, and you know that is the attitude I tell my clients. They say, no. I said, look, the reason why we are haggling over this thing is once you commit, once I make a commitment to do this work for you, it will no longer be about the amount of money you've paid to me.
Wow.
It will now be about me giving you value that I can proudly say I gave you, and value that I can put my name on, and that means more to me than any amount of money you're paying. Yeah. Wow. So that I've always had that attitude. So when people say I'm working for free, my brother, let me tell you, I'll give you, this is an open secret as it were. Some of the biggest recommendations, some of the, and I don't use that word lightly, recommendations. Wow. Some of the biggest recommendations, some of the biggest work, some of the things that are putting money constantly in my pocket now, as in I'm practically just sleeping and money is coming into my account.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, they came from things I did for free, as it were.
Wow.
As in, I was working.
Forgotten about it.
Yeah, as in, the other day, I was sharing with my friend that I met a guy on a project, and by the time I met that guy, you know, he was just a regular guy, and you know, but we had meaningful conversations. He would come around, I'll talk to him, share my own experiences with him. I just saw him, you know, like we are guys, nothing, no need to the form one thing. And so that project ended. This was about 2 years ago. I think late last year, he calls me up and says, how am I doing? That it's been a while. I said, yeah, man, I really miss you. How have you been? You know? And he said, yeah, I had a number of things. So I think we were on a WhatsApp call, and I saw his photograph. He was looking transformed. I said, bros, what? Come. If I say your hand don't they touch money. Sorry, I'm speaking pidgin English now for my non-pidgin English hearing audience. I said, man, you are looking good. Tell me what's happening. And he told me, you know, the guy was his life had just transformed. As in, he was appointed to head. He started consulting for this company, and he started heading their marketing
department.
He's in charge of the marketing department. The budget that he's currently sitting on for there's a product that they want to launch. No, I won't say the amount, but it is a pretty huge amount.
Wow.
And he called me on. The reason why he was calling me was
because you had done some things.
I'd see, Shadrach, I didn't do anything for him.
Amazing.
We just had interesting conversations. He saw value in the things I was telling him. Wow. I did not give him any money. There's nothing physically I gave to him. I can't remember. Okay, maybe when
what I mean is probably he has seen some of your works.
Yeah.
That you had done.
Of course,
heard and seen.
Okay.
Which prompted him.
Yeah, but more than that. Because, see, this is the thing, Shadrach. I don't go to bed every night thinking about the fact that, oh, you know, I'm a brilliant filmmaker, brilliant photographer, and for that reason, they will call me tomorrow morning. No, I don't go to bed with that thought. I go to bed with a lot of humility.
Wow.
And the thought that I'm praying, I'm hoping that this work that I do, more than what it is that I can bring to the table technically, people can see that
there's value in it.
There's value in what I'm,
Amazing. Daro, let me ask you this question, stemming from this conversation we're just having.
Yeah.
When you have a particular gift and people tend to downplay the value you give.
Yeah.
Maybe financially, maybe from their perception about what you do, and you are convinced, and even other people, there are testimonies that you provide value.
Yeah.
When people belittle your gifts, especially from the angle of finance, how can you handle such situations, and what do you do to get out of that web?
I think it has to do with some level of emotional intelligence on your part, on your own part. You have to come to a place where, first of all, you believe in what it is that you are doing and the value that you are communicating. Now, what I don't want people to do, like what that fellow was doing, is having an unrealistic estimation of things, or of the value of what he's doing. Because there are some estimations of, what this thing could potentially bring, that there's some estimations that don't make sense at the time. Because as I said, we were talking about what can make this project come out. It's not what we can potentially sell it for. So you need to be realistic about that. And as far as you have that belief settled within you, do not be fazed by, because you think that someone like me now with the reputation that I have, that people won't still come to me and want to downplay and prize me. They still, human beings will not
be human beings.
Will not change. Everybody wants to get the best deal, as it were. Everybody wants to. Everybody's, and especially in Nigeria, I don't know whether. I don't know whether it's just a Nigerian thing. We love to haggle. We love to get the last price, as it were. I mean, at times it's funny. I'm having conversations with a client, and when we're talking about what the brief potentially is, everybody has his best English accent, and we're and when it comes to how much are you going to pay me, say, bros, you see, this thing, we are just doing it. And I tell them, I say, no, let's remain here, please. Don't let Abe put power pack for your accents. Don't let it fail you now. Continue, because now that same accent now I want to bill you. So I'm going to bill you. So, and the thing is, I at least I've been doing whatever it is I've been doing for a while. I always try and take
different things.
An estimation, try and consider where I am, consider the people around me, and people that I want to provide service to, because that's the thing. Wow. You can't be in a remote village and you are in that remote village and you are not thinking of providing services to people outside that village. You are within that remote village. You know the income bracket of people within that income, and you are
aiming to go high.
You are aiming to go. You are aiming to charge as much as someone who is in a location where the income bracket of those people are.
Daro, this conversation you just made now, because on social media I saw someone who made a post and said, apples don't grow in every soil.
Yeah.
So is it possible that some gifts, some talents, some things can grow in some certain location? Like if you're in Nigerian, for instance, are there some gifts that cannot, yield fruits in some certain locations? Or do you have to change locations for some gifts?
At times you have to.
Okay.
There are cases where you have to. It's the reality, and but now now it's increasingly getting better, because we've been gifted with the technology that can really put you on that global scale. So I'm here in Nigeria and I have clients in the US, I have clients in the UK, all over the world. I have clients. Technology has availed me that opportunity, but the truth of the matter is, there are some things that you do that would require you actually changing your location.
Amazing.
Like if you went to ice hockey. Ogbeni, there's a way that you can maybe freeze the whole street and be hockeying the ice.
Amazing.
My brother, that ice hockey, you will go to where there is ice.
Where there's ice to do it.
Even if you are practicing with whatever it is that you are practicing with, but for you to reach the final points of that particular gifting that you have, because I mean, there were boys from Jamaica that did the, what they call it, that ice thing that Nigeria went to do recently. But those girls, anyhow, they had to leave this physical location of Nigeria.
And they were still bringing the glory to Nigeria. But doing it in another location.
So at times, it might require you to physically change your location.
Amazing. Daro, we cannot leave this interview without talking about BNG Innovate.
Yeah.
Without talking about Boombox Republic. That's actually a project that was dear to my heart.
Yeah.
It's amazing that for a while now I've not really seen some things around that. What are the plans for BNG Innovate? Yeah. What should people expect from the company? What should people also expect from Boombox Republic and every other thing that you do?
Okay, now you're drawing my leg out.
Yeah, we have to do that.
Yeah, okay, let me start from BNG Innovates, because that is the mother of
every other thing.
BNG Innovates has been working. We never actually stop working, because there's always work to be done, and we've been fortunate to put out some good work in the past, and it's constantly gets us referrals, and we are thrown into one project or the other. We've actually been working, but let me say the work we've been doing is some of the work is in the shadows.
It's not in the limelight.
It's not in the forefront. We've been doing a lot of documentary filmmaking. A lot of documentary filmmaking. Amazing. We are currently working on a number of documentaries. I don't know if I should be talking about them. Should I be talking about them?
No, you can. Why not?
Okay, there's a documentary we are working on. It's on ACJA, and that is the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, 2015. Yeah, it's a very interesting project.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we are doing documentaries like that. We are doing documentaries on some personalities. That one I'm not at liberty to talk about, because
How about Boombox Republic?
Okay, so Boombox Republic, we hit some brick walls. But we have gone into more of like development. We were doing a lot of development now, and we are hoping that a lot of things will change. Because for those people that don't know, Boombox Republic is for want of a better way to describe it, it's a clothing line, but it's more of an ideology. I won't call it a clothing line. And we're specifically, what we've been doing for the past years is T-shirts. So we do a lot of T-shirt designs, and we put out T-shirt designs and stuff. Getting good quality T-shirts in Nigeria is hard. So in other words, if anybody's watching and you have links to good quality T-shirts, please.
I understand that, guys. What you're trying to say is, you do the art on the T-shirts, but the T-shirts that you get in this part of the world is challenging getting quality.
Because what we've been doing prior to this time is we travel and get stocking. I know somebody will tell me, "Oh, just order them from wherever." We've done that too, but at times, what you order is like, all those Instagram posts. What you ordered, what you got. So it's a bit frustrating, but we are powering it. We are powering through. The thing is, we unfortunately are very lazy about social media. We've been doing a lot of work with Boombox Republic. We've been doing a lot of projects, but maybe we need to get around
Those
to posting.
contents out.
Maybe we need to hire one of those social media managers to posting everything we do.
These are business opportunities. So if you're a social media manager,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
make quality T-shirts. You know that Daro probably would definitely put.
Call me.
Daro, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you learned a thing or two today from our conversation with Daro BNG. Talents, gifts, whatever talents that you have out there, there is a place for you. There's a place for you. Like Daro said, application, using your talent is what counts. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. Till we come your way again, same time, same station next week. You can follow us on all social media platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter. Just click on that link, follow us, and definitely would definitely have a conversation with you. And you can also drop your comments. We'll definitely get back to you. Thank you for being a part of the show. Till we come your way again, have an amazing time. Daro, thank you once again.
Thank you.
God bless you.